Hello again, YouTubers, and welcome back to the Matthew V 21688 Studios on this Tuesday, September 9th, 2014. This is a bit of a belated thing because I just found this out the other day. And it turns out that over this past weekend, one of my local news personalities, and Pamela Young, you might have seen me do a birthday video dedicated to her. Well, it turns out that something very special happened to her over the weekend, and that is that she and husband Gary Sprinkle, former KITV4 anchor, had celebrated their anniversary together. And I wanted to send out my best wishes courtesy of this video. So, Pam, if you're watching this, I enjoy watching you on the weekends and occasionally the weekdays, and I enjoyed your mixed plate program that was on MeTV at 7 o'clock on Sundays. And even though the programs are from, I think it was 2011, but like I said before in my birthday video, Pamela, you have not changed a lot. You haven't even changed much going back through the years. You, Paula Akana, and Robert Kekala, basically. And like I said, I do enjoy watching you, Pamela. You do a great job. You do this stuff in midweek and anchor the news on weekends. Even with with the sports director Jemai Webster, not director, but weekend sports anchor Jemai Webster, and weekend weather anchor Pete Cajano, who also doubles in the journalist side. And want to congratulate you on your anniversary, Pamela. You do a great job, and congratulations to you and Gary Sprinkle. I still remember when you two were anchoring the 5 o'clock news. I'm going back about 15 or 16 years, back in the 90s. And when World News Tonight with Peter Jennings used to premiere, or not premiere, but follow up after, and I'm having flashbacks right now because I did see her mixed plate program, and it did show the old studio with you and Gary Sprinkle in. And like like you, Pamela, Gary Sprinkle, you haven't changed one bit going back all this time. Going back from the 90s to today, you two still look the same. And I admire that because also Gary Sprinkle hosts Aging Well, even though he's no longer with KITV, at least on the news reporter portion of it, like where he's sitting in the studio with Pamela. But I think you get the picture. So I wanted to say to you, Pamela, congrats on your anniversary. I will be sharing this with you on Facebook and courtesy of my YouTube page once I get this posted, which I'll try to do as soon as possible. And really, like I said, I enjoy your mixed plate program. It gives a excuse me, a little burp there. Gives a good insight on some of the other places to experience the food, like Beijing, China, and a couple other places. And I even know for a fact that Pam also returned from England recently when the Hawaii Singing Choir was there, and I think she might have did a piece on the food there. And I mean, it was really intriguing to watch. I was very, very surprised at it, even seeing your wedding in Las Vegas. With Gary Sprinkle, all I can say is good times about that, because when I look back on all of these to see how young everybody is, it kind of makes me feel old. I mean, I'm 26, and kind of shows how old I'm getting. I mean, you're still with KITV, and but even though you aren't on as much, on the occasional weekdays, even doing reports, and even with the breast cancer thing, I remember watching recently. I think it was last week, but I don't think I saw. I think it was last week, but I think I saw only bits and pieces of it. I think it was with that quilt. I don't know. I gotta work on these a little bit, but anyways, I just wanted to say happy anniversary to you. Wish you and Gary Sprinkle plenty more to come, and I hope that you will. I hope that you will be with KITV for a extremely longer time, because at this point, for you to leave, weekends would not be the same. And like I said, you don't look any different from before. Now, I know I've messaged you a bit on Facebook. Probably not as much as on Twitter with a certain someone else, so I won't say. Even though you probably might know who it is, but even though I am feeling a bit on the teeny bit on the guilty side, but I'm trying not to let it bother me. But you're just someone I've grown up watching, along with Paula Akana and Robert Kikaula. Kind of makes me feel a little old myself, but I mean, these things is like, I don't know, I kind of chuckle about about thinking about how long I've been watching, and back in the day with you and Gary Sprinkle at 5 o'clock is like, kind of makes you want to relive those days when it was with the old logo. And I think it was about that time that my sister was, oddly enough, interviewed by you guys at KITV, and now I'm starting to think about going into that for my career path, even though I've been in game design been going the route of game design in college for a long time, and now I think I might want to rethink. But it's only a thought. I mean, that's basically the reason why I'm rethinking. So once again, happy anniversary to you, Gary Sprinkle and Pamela Young. Wishing you plenty more. And Pamela, I'll still be watching you on the weekends. I'll even watch your mixed plate on Sundays if I can make it home from riding in time, should I end up going there. Riding motocross, of course. And I think they're very, very unique and interesting. Hopefully you might do an updated one, but we'll see what happens. I always enjoy the classic stuff. Even seeing the old KITV4 studio back in the day, it just kind of makes me go down memory lane. With me growing up in Hawaii and everything else. That's all good stuff. I'd like to go through those again. But always enjoy seeing you on the weekends, Pamela. Even on the occasional weekday if you got to fill in for Yunji Denise or Paula Akana. And I guess that's pretty much it. So once again, happy anniversary to you, Pamela and Gary. Pamela Young, Gary Sprinkle. And I will see you guys. And I'll see you guys out in YouTube land for my next video. And I will post this before I get back to my original log. So once again, happy anniversary to you too. I'll share this with you as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys later.